from my
Okay.
end.
Okay, sir.
Okay, we have to move for the live streaming also. That's why. Another
Okay.
thing is our convener is unable to join. That is the main tragedy of the day. He
Okay.
can able to join. Actually, just now I spoken with him. He
Okay.
said me, you kindly prepare. We can. He will join in between. He's trying from both the device.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Extremely sorry for the inconvenience. Actually, we have various kind of technical issues. Ma'am, Amina ma'am, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, sir.
Okay, fine. Now your voice is clear, ma'am. I don't know
Yeah.
what happened. Now I will. Okay, thanks a lot. Okay, fine. Ma'am, I just now I put your slides in minimal mode. I will give the slideshow little later after the formal introduction.
Okay.
Greetings from college on behalf of the IPR cell. This cell is sponsored by TNSCST, Tamil Nadu State Council of Science and Technology, and Institutional Innovation Council, registered with Ministry of Education. Myself, Nias, I am taker about IIC. Then my colleague Dr. Royal Edward Williams, who is taker about the IPR cell. So it gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all on behalf of Sacred Heart College. In special, I would like to welcome the resource person of the day, Dr. Amina ma'am from Wajiha Women's College of Arts and Science, Kayalpatnam. Dr. S.A. Rahmat Amina Begum, who is the principal in charge as well as the head of the Department of Business Administration. Ma'am has completed her UG degree in Sadavatala Appa College and a PG degree in ICFAI, Annamalai University. Ma'am completed her doctoral degree in Mananmaniam Sundaranath University. Ma'am is serving in the present institution, Wajiha Women's College of Arts and Science since 2009. Ma'am have 15 years of experience. She has published various papers in peer-reviewed national and international journals. Ma'am has published various books with ISBN. Papers present in various conferences and seminars. Various FDPs attended and MOOC courses like NPTEL, etc. Ma'am has given various guest lectures in various institutions since 2007 onwards. Various, the list is going on. With this short bio, I feel happy and privileged to welcome Dr. Amina ma'am to enlighten us with her topic of lecture, entrepreneurship, design thinking and innovation. I wholeheartedly thank you ma'am for her availability within a short notice. Thank you ma'am. Now you can proceed with your presentation. Now I will go with your full screen.
Yes,
Then
sir.
you can start presentation. If you say next, I will proceed with the next slide ma'am.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Nia, sir, and the management of Sacred Heart College, and of course the team of Sacred Heart College, Tirupattur, for inviting me as a guest lecturer. And very happy for this evening that you have introduced me. And of course, there are 88 participants who are eagerly participating in this FDP, 5 days as FDP. I hope the entire team and entire participants will be benefited out of the session. And I'm so happy. So let me start. Let the first slide go, sir. Sir, next slide. Yes. So dear learners, as we have introduced, I am specialized in entrepreneurship. So before going to the entrepreneurship, let's see the differences between the three things. That is entrepreneur, entrepreneurship, enterprise. Sir, whether I want to go with English or bilingual, what is your preference, sir?
Ma'am, please proceed with English, ma'am. Some other state participants also there.
Okay. That's okay. That will be fine, right? So there are three different things you need to know. That is entrepreneur, entrepreneurship, and enterprise. So first thing we need to know about the detailed manner, because PG students also here, of course, the learners of faculties, we are always learners, isn't it? So first we need to know the difference between these three things. So entrepreneur, from the name itself, you can understand it is the person. So the person we called him as an entrepreneur, and the process which is going with an entrepreneur, we call it as an entrepreneurship, and the outcome which the entrepreneur gives, we call it as an enterprise. So first we need to understand these three differences. Next slide. So here we will be seeing the main difference between entrepreneur and a businessman. Next slide, sir. Here you can see the main difference. So this is an example. See, you can see a businessman and entrepreneur, how they differ from a businessman, how the entrepreneur differ from a businessman. See, he will be the market leader. The entrepreneur will be the market leader, and he have an intuitive nature. So what will happen in future, he know already, and he create the brand for a new market, and he will be the people oriented rather than the profit oriented. See the example here. So if you want to sell a banana, you will find a place, or you will get it from the wholesaler or the agropreneur or whomsoever for ₹1.5 rupees or $1.50, whatever it may be, and you will sell for two, being a businessman. But the entrepreneur will look in a different way. See the example. He will buy a banana and he will change into banana mix or a smoothie banana, and he will sell for 5 or 15 rupees. That is the difference between a businessman and entrepreneur. Next slide. Next slide. Yeah. So from this, you need to understand that entrepreneur transform the problems into opportunity. So businessman will start a business as it is, but entrepreneur's attitude is something different from it. So where there is a problem, he will start, or he find that problem as an opportunity. For this, I want to share one important small case study. Can you please go to the next slide? So can you see this? Dear participant, can you guess this film? If you are from Tamil Nadu, you can guess this film. You can put in the chat box. What is the film all about? Have you seen this film? I'll give 2 seconds time, please. Can you guess this film?
I
Yeah,
think
very good.
recently,
Parveen Basha, you have mentioned it is Annapurna. Yeah, you are right. So
yeah,
applauses for Meera Sharfuddin and Parveen. Okay, Malini, very good. So here is the answer. Yes, this is Annapurni. Can you find what is this all about? It's about an entrepreneur here. So as I told you earlier, entrepreneur is the person who find the opportunity from the problem. In this problem, in this film, yes, Muhammad Ibrahim, you are right too. And in this film, you can find this heroine, she's Nayantara, who has a problem of tasteless. Okay, she has a problem that she don't have a tendency of taste in her tongue, but still she become an entrepreneur, or she become a winner of this master chef. So what is the main thing is, from the problem she identify how can get through this process or get through these challenges by the smell, by the way of presenting, by the way of the culture. She passes through this the passes through this master chef. So every entrepreneur should think that you should not find a problem as a problem, but as an opportunity. That is the most difference between a business person and the entrepreneur. Next slide, please. So here I want to quote a case study, case study of Ramraj Cotton Dhotis. I don't know how many of you know this. So Ramraj Cotton Dhoti is the person, Narayana Rajan. So he is from a rural background. Once he went for a meeting, a general meeting. So he was restricted or refused to enter into the meeting hall. Do you know why? The reason behind is he is wearing the dhoti and he is not allowed. So the meeting hall expects the board members to wear the coat and the suit. So this was the reason that he has been rejected for the meeting. So this person, no, he finds something different. What I have to do? He sat under a tree with the team members, and there come the opportunity of finding the dhotis in this world. So he introduced the dhoti as the best thing. So if you find a advertisement, you can see that salute Ramraj to salute, like that. The tagline will be there. That means if you see the whole ad, you can find that for each and every time the person who wear the dhoti and enter into the meeting hall or enter into the elevator, everyone will salute that person. So now he has become a king of Ramraj, so the king of the dhoti. So this is the entrepreneur who find the opportunity from a problem. So businessman will take a problem as a problem and maybe getting the solution, or he may leave it. But entrepreneur, no, he won't do it. He will find the opportunity from a problem. So this is the small case study about the Ramraj. Next slide. Again, here I want to introduce a model called Canvas. Take, for example, you want to become an entrepreneur. What you need to do? So this is the model we are introducing in this session, which is called Canvas business model. What is this Canvas business model? It includes certain blocks, building blocks. It is the building blocks where we can find the solution, or we can find the way to where we can become an entrepreneur. Next slide. If you go for the next slide, you can see that. See, these are the blocks. So it will start with the segmentation and it will end with the revenue stream and cost structure. So this I'll explain one on one so that you can understand very easily. Next slide. See this is the main building block. So which I told in Canvas building. The first one is customer segmentation. The second one is value proposition, channels, followed by customer relationships, revenue streams, key resources, key partners, key activities, and so on. So here I'll give an example for each and every one with a marketing tool so that it is easily reached your mind. Next slide. The first one is customer segment. Next slide. See that customer segmentation. What is the customer segmentation? So this is, you have to target which customer you need to propound, or which customer or becoming your the proposed customer. If you see the next slide, you can understand. Next slide, I can give the example. Next slide. See here. So there are n number of channels where a channel partner will understand exclusively. If it is a Vijay TV, what is all about? If it is a Star Plus, what the program's all about. If it Aditya or n number of us, NDTV or any other CNN. So we have to understand the customer segmenting first. So what type of customers are there? Accordingly, we have to provide them the product or the services So we need to identify, we have to segment the customers. What do you mean by segmentation? Already you would have known marketing. Segmentation is nothing but dividing the market according to the taste and preference of customers. So when we understand the customers clearly, then you can offer your product or services. So this is the first block you need to know. Next slide. So again, next slide, you can see Horlicks is the best example for that. Okay, see in segmentation, Horlicks have introduced so many products because they don't want to miss the customer in any one of it. Yeah, they have introduced Horlicks Light for the diabetes, or women's Horlicks, mother's Horlicks, and chocolate, junior Horlicks, all those things. Why they have introduced all those Horlicks, even though they have entered the market or they have a lot of share in their market in a health drink? Why they want to introduce all those things? Because they want to segment their customers. So for an entrepreneur, segmenting is the basic thing and it is the first block to be satisfied. Next slide. Next slide. See, this is the value proposition and customer profile. According to the customer, we have to provide the proposition. What do you mean by value proposition? Here I want to give an example of mobile phone. See, everyone know about the Nokia mobile phone. What is its USP, unique selling proposition? Its unique selling proposition is, can you guess what is the proposition? What is the specialized of Nokia? What is the specialization of Samsung mobile? You can post in the chat box if you wish. USP, unique selling proposition of Nokia. What is the plus of Nokia and what is the plus of Samsung? Just 2 seconds. Dear participant, just 2 seconds of time. Very good, Meera Shadbuddin, excellent answer, and Ibrahim sir, you too. So uniqueness to customer or the unique selling proposition of Nokia is the battery and friendly user. So battery is good. Nokia has a long battery. Yes, Nitya ma'am, that's right. So Nokia has a long battery life and Samsung has a touch screen. So this is their proposition. So we need to understand our product or service should have a USP, unique selling proposition. That was the God has created us with a separate thumb line. We are all having a thumb impression. You know why? Each thumb won't match with any other thumb impressions. So that is the greatness of us. And zebra, you can see the zebra. One zebra won't match with another zebra's line. So that is the unique selling. The same way, every yes, sir, very good. Every product, no, every service or product of an entrepreneur should have a unique selling proposition that is called the customer profile. Should match with the unique selling proposition. Next slide. Next slide, sir. So here the channels again, I have to quote a channel. In Chennai, there is a service is called Namma Veetu Kalyanam or Bay Veetu Kalyanam. So this is a unique thing I found it. What is that unique channel they found? You know, normally if you go for a restaurant or hotel, you have to wait for the waiter to get an order, isn't it? But here in Bay Veetu Kalyanam, which is there in the market, you know how they are doing. No, we have to just enter what are the flavor we need and what are the things we need from this biryani, and just you have to click it off within the fraction of second, within 30 seconds they are providing your product with the same thing. So this is the important thing you need to understand, that this has been founded by an entrepreneur. Sir, can you hear me? Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Voice is clear.
Okay. Sorry. There was a call for me. That's why. Right. So this is the thing. The entrepreneur found that why can't we offer the biryani in this? It is not a vending machine, but rather you can say that you have to reduce the time of the customer and you can buy the product. See how the innovative thing they have found it. Next slide. Next slide, sir. I'm sorry, I'm taking much time for transferring the slide. So next blocks are customer relationship, revenue stream, and key resources. So customer relationship, how much relationship do you have with your customer? So what the entrepreneur has done for it. Next slide. So with an example, I can quote so that it will be easy for you. Next slide, sir. So what is this customer relationship? If you see the pantaloons, they are not even pantaloons, any products or any services in that sense. RMK, if you see, or Pothys, if you see, or any other textile shop, they have introduced the card, which is called bonus card. So why they have introduced this, because they need to have a close relationship with the customers. So we would have entered the feedback, or we would have entered our birth date, anniversary date, all those things. And those dates, even our partner would have missed the invite or would have missed two wishes. But these textile shop, no, they send a message at the right time, at the right manner. So this means that they are concentrating on the customer and they have a good relationship. So this also the main factor of an entrepreneur, to keep in touch with the customer so that they can flourish very well. Next slide. Yes, a revenue stream. So revenue stream, the best example I can quote with the Amazon. So Amazon, you can see that they started with the online stores, but still they have a value. Yes, the value customer is very much, yes, of course. So revenue stream means how the revenue. Of course, we have to look after the revenue also. Entrepreneur should see how much revenue they have to get it, and rather than how much they have to find. If one has stopped, we have to find with another. That is the best thing that Amazon is doing. See here, they are or started their online stores, but still Amazon marketplace is there, subscriptions are there, cloud services they are providing, physical stores are also there for Amazon. So the entrepreneur should not think in a one way, they have to think with a different content so that they can get a revenue for their own. So that is very important, So not only getting profit, but how far the profit will sustain. The resilience is very important for an entrepreneur. Next slide, sir. Next slide. Yes. So this is about the key resources. Of course, we have the 7 blocks. So key resources also very important. That's what Flipkart is handling. How the Flipkart is functioning. Even you don't know who is the real manufacturer of a product, but you know that when somebody asks you where you bought it, you will say that online store, Meesho or Flipkart. So Flipkart or Meesho, they are not the real producer or manufacturer, right? So they are getting from the manufacturer, but still the brand of this is very important. They have a close key resources with some other manufacturers and they are providing the services for the sector. See the entrepreneur, how they have formed. Even you can give an example, or you can get an example of Zomato. Zomato doesn't have any hotel or motel or any services here, but through the app, they are connecting the customers with the outlet, with the hotel. So that is the key resource person. So entrepreneurs should have a very good key resources with them so that they can function or prolong their entrepreneurship. Next slide. Next slide, sir. Yeah. So this we have to, being an entrepreneur, they have to look after the other 3 things, that is key activities. What is the key activities of an entrepreneur? Because you need to look about it, your value proposition, and you have to look about your manufacturing, marketing, and research is very much important. Some entrepreneur or some businessmen get failed because they don't research the customer. So what is the taste and preference of the customer? You can give an example, a lot of examples you can give, like a Kellogg's, cornflakes. It has been failed in our market because we don't have a tendency, or Indian market don't have a tendency of having Kellogg's in the breakfast. That's what they could not shine in South India or in India towards. So India or South India have a tendency of having idli dosa or any other recipe in that area, but we don't use Kellogg's as a good breakfast. Even though it is a good breakfast, but still we don't prefer it. So these activities we need to look after. And key partnership, as I told you, we have to have a good partnership, and cost structure is very important, that we have to be associated with a business which is running. So that gives you cost, marketing expenses, employee salary, all this you have to get the revenue. So before that, you have to put a proper cost structure to become an entrepreneur. Not only to become an entrepreneur, to withstand in the market, you need to work out for the cost structure. Next slide. So these are the blocks you need to understand. Now I'll give an example. See, all these blocks you can put under one outlet, like a burger outlet. This is an example I am putting. So from burger outlet, you can understand how the blocks make this outlet success. So if you're having a customer segment, so whom the people who come for a burglar outlet, definitely families, especially teens, and evening hangout. So you can't keep for the breakfast or you can't keep it for a dinner. So brunch people will come and have it. So teens will come and have it. So you have to understand the customer as a segmentation. What is the value proposition of a burger outlet? So your affordable sit-in burgers, and they have to be convenient, isn't it? So those who want to be convenient and they want to spend some time, they will come here and they have their burgers and fries and all. So here we have to find what is the unique selling proposition of KFC or any other burger shop. Okay, what is the proposition they do have? According to the taste and preference of South Indians, even they have changed their recipe according to that. So that is the USP they do have. And quick services and door delivery is their customer relationship. So channels, they do advertisement or promotional activities through TV, print media, commercial, billboards, and all these are the channels. So channels is one which we, the entrepreneur, need to find according to the customer segmentation they have to find. So selling the burgers, other fast food products is a revenue stream. So not only in one particular outlet, they have to find the franchisee also. So if they find the franchise, then it is easy for an entrepreneur to withstand in the market. What are the key activities it has to do? It should not stop with that burger alone. So along with the burger, they are giving the offer of a combo offer. They are giving mojito as a combo, or a pizza in some cases, or the fries in cases. So these are the combo offers. Sometimes the burger outlets are providing. So key resources is machine for burgers. So we can have a suppliers relationship, so that our key resources or from the Zomato, we can have as a key resources. We can have a suppliers of the bakers, or we can have a supplier as a machine maker. So all these people will become a key resources for our business. And key partners, of course, franchisees and angel investors or any investor or the key resources. So this is the example I have given here for a burger outlet. So like this, you can imagine about any product and you can match with these blocks, 8 blocks. So if you are satisfying these 8 blocks, then you no need to think about the second thought. You can start or you can become an entrepreneur if you are satisfying these 8 blocks. Next slide. Right. So this is about your business. Next, we will be seeing about the attitude. Very important as so to become an entrepreneur, these attitude you need to have. Of course, self-confidence should be there, passion should be there, interest and all those things should be there. But out of this, you need to have this 4 attitude. First one is vision. So today I'm starting a business, tomorrow I'm leaving, or after a week I'm leaving, or during Corona time, or during the flood and all those calamities. Of course, it will be there, but an entrepreneur should have a vision. Vision is a long-term goal. Then only he can do in a right manner. And passion is, of course, a passion of an entrepreneur is a fire in them. So if an entrepreneur want to become an entrepreneur, you want to make his business resilient, he has to have a passion first. If he is not about a passion or just for a fad he is doing, for long term, he could not or she could not run a business, right? And he or she should be a problem solver. As I told you earlier, from a problem, he has to identify an opportunity. Every entrepreneur, no, you can just imagine about any entrepreneur in this case. Every entrepreneur would have sprout out by the problem identification, and he would have taken the problem as an opportunity. So that is the main attitude of an entrepreneur. Of course, risk taking is there for every business or every job or government job or private job. Everything, even our life, have a risk. We can't give a surety for the next minute that we'll be here or not. But everything has a risk taking. But entrepreneur, they have to deal with the risk definitely, and they have to able to understand how to handle the risk. So this attitude, if you are having, then definitely we are sure that you are the entrepreneur here. Next slide. So this is the short term of an entrepreneur. So entrepreneur behavior is nothing but you have to identify the possibility and putting good ideas into action. So just now I have explained about how you can convert the problem into the opportunity. Yes, of course, possibility will be there, and putting the good ideas, you can become an entrepreneur by action. Not only in written, but in action, you have to showcase that what type of entrepreneur you are. You may be an imitative entrepreneur, You may be an innovative entrepreneur or Fabian or drone. So these are the types of entrepreneur. The types doesn't matter here, but you are the entrepreneur means you have to come out with the action. Next slide. Yes. Can you guess who is this personality? This is for the staff and students who are from science background. Can you guess this person? Dear participant, be active. Yeah, very good. This is Kiran. Kiran, yes. Who is this? Who is Kiran? You know that? At least which background? Yes. What is the service she is doing, or what is the business she is doing? She's an entrepreneur actually. Can you guess? Okay. She's from Biocon. Okay. Ah, yes, Mohammed Kashif. Very good. She's from Biocon, a pharma company. Yes, very good. That's right, sir. Reverend sir. Next slide. Next slide. So she's from Biocon. Okay. She started her career with biotechnology and is Mazumdar. She's Mazumdar. And she's heading this Biocon industry. Okay. Whole pharmaceutical industry is with her. You know what is the unique selling proposition? As I told you, best selling proposition is the reasonable price for the drug. That is the logo, or that is the slogan she had. So her products or her drugs has been introduced for the reasonable price and for the average and below average people. So that is the main motto of her, and she started. That's what she become that much famous. Kiran Mazumdar has become famous because the product or the drug can buy, even the poor people or the middle class people can buy it. So that is the unique selling proposition of her. Next slide. So unique selling proposition should be there for every entrepreneur. Next slide. So this, I think South Indians are very much interested or knowing about is, he is the person who is the kingdom, or he is having the kingdom of masala, that is Achi Masala, Badma Singh Isaac. He is from very drawn of South Tamil Nadu, from Tuticorin district. Yes, of course, I am from Tuticorin district. I am proud to say about him. So now see, just imagine how much market share he is having. He is not only enlarging his market in India or Tamil Nadu, but of course to the abroad also. So what is the unique he found is in his product? Yes, every women, even a homemaker or working women, they have to rush to the marketplace. They have to buy the chilies or any turmeric or any. They have to mix it. They have to use it, and so many things is there behind cooking, isn't it? So he found, why can't we make a mix for them? Why can't we introduce the masala for them? And he got the kingdom of masala princess, isn't it? So this is the unique selling proposition. Find a problem or find a possibilities from a problem. He was there. So next, these are the small case studies I'm giving for you. You can look forward the case. Next slide. You can look for a lot of cases like this so that you can introduce to your students or learners. So this lady, I think everyone know this lady. You know, she's an entrepreneur. You know that? Is anybody knows her? Who is she actually? Who is she? Anybody knows her? A very famous personality. Yes, sir. Miran, sir. Thank you. You're very yes, Karthik sir, very good. Yes, she's an artist and actress, of course. Yes, everyone is responding. That's great. Because she's an actress, of course. She's Saranya, she's an actress. But out of that actress, you know, is Zuhaira, you're right. She is running a business called after the D-Soft. D-Soft is the business she's holding. What is that business all about? Is she designed her own saris and blouse or chudidar, whatever it may be. She has a fashion designer. She's a fashion designer, and she is doing that fashion a boutique in her own place. Okay, so what she's telling is, this makes me proud. I have never made my daughters. Yes, sir, she's the wife of Ponvannan. Of course, right, you're right, sir. Is right, ma'am. Mr. Kemal, ma'am. Yes. So what she's saying, no, she have never bought anything from textile for her daughters or for herself. She have introduced, or she have done all the work or ori work or embroidery work for her daughters and for her own. So that is the best thing she's doing in spite of her busyness in acting. So what about us? We are wasting our time. See, entrepreneur is a person who think or who think a little bit vision, okay, finding a time and very much passion about the entrepreneurship. So that is the main thing you have to find with this actress. Okay, for timing, I have quoted this lady, and she is doing best. And you can Google it, and you can YouTube it, and you can search what are the design she's making for the latest and traditional, conventional, whatever it may be. She's doing in a broad way and a good way. Next slide. So this is the thing about entrepreneur. You know, entrepreneur is a person who will do. Now you can guess this logo. I think is, of course, controversies are there, but still you can guess the logo. Can you guess the logo? Who is this? Who is this, and what is the?
This one is Irfan's, ma'am.
Yes, it's Irfan. Very good. It's Irfan. Zohera is answering, and previous one is answering. Yes, Ibrahim sir is answering. Yes, Irfan views. What is this Irfan is doing? What is this main business or what entrepreneur he is? Irfan, everyone knows. Yes, Ramdevi, Irfan, everyone knows it. What type of entrepreneur he is? Can you guess what type of entrepreneur he is? Yeah, of course, Aisha Sabine. Yes, YouTuber. Yes, of course, YouTuber. Tilagavati ma'am is good. So he is an YouTuber. Of course, we all know this logo, Explorer of Food. Yes, very good. So he is a content marketer. If you say he's a content creator, of course, content creator. And here, you know, what is the specialized in him? Okay, people laughed at him by giving he's a very, very abnormal weight he do have. Okay, he's a lot of controversies are there. Of course, he's doing a lot of controversies. He started with a good career. He started with a food reviewer, but after a long time, he could not withstand, or there are a lot of controversies. So we have to learn a lot of things from this guy. What is that? So content should not be transferred to a personal life. If we transfer to the personal life, again there will be a lot of issues. But still, I want to give a hats off to this guy. You know why? The next slide, you will know the answer. Next slide, please. Yes, he is the the person who has been invited by Ravi. I think Mr. Ravi, you know very well. He was being invited by the governor as a tea party after his marriage. How many of us have been invited like this? You know, even a small YouTuber, content creator, lot of controversies were there, but still he has been invited by a governor. So this is the great thing, you know. People will know that we want to become an entrepreneur, ma'am, but we need a fund, you know. We need fund capitalism. Do you think that this person will have a fund? Yes, Miran sir, right. He's a Ravi sir and is a governor, right? And we are thinking that capital is very important for an entrepreneur, but no. There are a lot of YouTubers, there are a lot of content creators, there are a lot of like Zomato, Swiggy, like that app creators are there where zero investment is also there for an entrepreneur. This is the news site I have to give to you. So don't think only the angel investors or bootstrapping or the own fund will make an entrepreneur. No, that is not the right. There are people who have zero investment and they have become an entrepreneur is also there, right? Next slide. Yes, very good, sir. Starting the business with what we have. So if you want to start a business, this is the winning business model using Canvas. So as I told you earlier, define your customer segment. So first, who is your customer? Find them. So find the customers, and then you have to outline your value proposition. Okay, you have to find your value proposition. You have to find your customers' value proposition. I have told n number of examples for you, and you need to identify the channels. You need to identify what are the types of channels and how we can promote our own business. Okay, that is very important. And map the customer relationship. How your even you can bake a small cakes. Okay, you can bake a product, or you can introduce a stitching a unit, whatever it may be. But what sort of relationship you're having with the customer? So you can give a thanking card. I have to quote here one of my students. She's an alumni. She has started her own business. Okay, when I approach her, can you give me a product? Okay, with that product, she gave me a keychain with a thank you. So this noted that she want to have a good relationship with the customer, right? So how many of you are having thinking in that way? So having a good relationship with customer will make you to refer to other customer. Word of mouth, no, it is not an easiest thing. Word of mouth will give a lot of profit and a lot of customers to you. So mapping customer relationship is very important. and revenue stream. So if one stream has stopped, how can we match with other stream? So other costs, so how can we do it? You have to look after it. And you need to have a good relationship, as you are having a good relationship with customers, and also with the key resource person also is needed. A packing sector, a courier, or a supplier. So these are the people, or logistics, these are the people you need to have a good key resource person in your business, right? And the key activities like marketing, research. Most of the people, we don't give that much importance of for research in for an entrepreneur or a business person. So research here plays a vital role that we need to understand. Before starting a business or before becoming an entrepreneur, you need to understand the taste and preference of the particular segment, or else you should not enter. This will make you flop sometimes if you are not doing any research, right? And plan the key activities. So their research gives a main vital role. It plays a vital role. And the key partnership. Okay, as a key resources, I told you need to have a good partnership with the good people who are taking your products towards the customer. So you need to have a good relationship and identify that type of partners. Okay, next slide. So I think students are also there. So here there is a tips for studentpreneur. So I have coined a word called studentpreneur. Okay, there are a number of students who are interested to do business. So what they have to look for? See, my dear students, you have to create a plan first before starting a business. Then find a mentor. So these type of workshops, FDPs, seminars, this will give a solid mentor for you, and you can find their time, and you can get the advice from them, and prioritize your business here. You have to prioritize your entrepreneurship, and persistence is very much important to withstand in the market. How much time, how long you are withstanding in the market, that exists a persistence. So these 4 points you need to keep in mind, dear studentpreneur. If you want to become an entrepreneur, plan it, get a mentor, prioritize your work, and persistence should be there. Next slide. Next slide. Is it audible, sir? Next slide, sir. Right. So here, by this, I want to explore, or I want to share the glad news that our college, no, we have a Wow Women's College. We do have a studentpreneur. Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Miran, sir. We have a studentpreneur in ED cell. Okay. What these students know, we have appointed certain students as executives. From each department, we do have an executives and staff in charge. So what these people you do, daily they do a business desk. What is this business desk all about? Within a fraction of second, next slide, sir. Within interval time or during their lunch time, okay, these executives, along with their department staff, they will exhibit their products, which is homemade products. Okay, see here, here the executives know they will be they would have appointed as a chief finance officer, chief executive officer, and chief information officer. So this chief finance officer will collect the daily business debts commission, so that the business will run. So we know we students will join together, and they do a sales fair. Okay, out of the sales fair, we found that the students are earning. So why can't we make these students to earn daily? On daily basis, these students are making a business desk. That means each student, or for example, it is economics department or commerce or BBA or Tamil CS, whatever the department is, the students should join together and they have to introduce a new product, okay, or a product which is good for them, they segment the market, and daily they will do a sale for 10 to 15 minutes only during interval and lunchtime. Okay, so these are the lively example I want to share with you. Next slide. So what is the benefit, next slide. So these students know they get a skills of entrepreneurial. Now we have created in our college the ecosystem of entrepreneurship. Okay, the ecosystem has been created, and of course we are from very rural area. What we will do out of this, the basis, they have to pay 20 rupees per desk for the college. Out of this, for the ED cell. So out of this, for every Monday we do have an assembly. In that assembly, these students will be recognized with the cash award. So the amount is collected from them, and it has been gifted to them as a best seller. So lunchbox has been introduced. Now there will be a question from your side. Ma'am, what about the canteen? There is a canteen in every colleges. How can you implement this? Definitely there will be a question, I think. You know, that too, our students have found a problem into an opportunity. They find what are the food available in the canteen that they won't sell. The food which is not available in the canteen, that product they are selling in this business test. The best example I can quote is, we have in a canteen all non-vegetarian, so we don't have any vegetarian food in our canteen. So these students know, they found this as a possibility from them, and they started giving the lunchbox. There is a lunchbox scheme where vegetarian food has been served to the student with a 25 to 30 rupees with a minimum package. So that has been implemented by our students. So this is just an example I am quoting, because a lot of professors are there. Next slide. Lot of professors are there. You can also implement these type of activities among your students, so that they can bring this no ecosystem you can bring about that entrepreneur. Now you can't find any placement, okay? We are weak in placement. Why can't we make students an entrepreneur? So these, see, now you can see the lunchbox flyer. These flyer are introduced by or made by the CIO, that is Chief Information Officer. What she will do, she will collect the information the previous night, and she will make the flyer. That may be from CS or IT department student. She will make it, and the very next day, the publish, they just apply the flyers. So this is the yes, so this is from Vajiha. It's an initiative, and this has been published in so many groups. Okay, only in our college, and the team will do excellent things. So this we have done with the initiative last year, and it was so successful. Why I am quoting this as an example? My dear staff members, there are a number of staff members and students are there. Why can't you form an ecosystem of entrepreneurs? Find it and do it. Next slide. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Daniel, sir, and everyone who is appreciating. Thank you. Next slide. So this is the interesting slide for you. So if you are really passionate about entrepreneurship, then transfer your passion into profession. That is the slogan I want to engrave in your mind, that you have to transfer your passion into the profession. That is the main motto of an entrepreneur. Okay, last slide. So this I think I have given an impact among you. Last slide, sir. Next slide. I have given an impact among you what you need to do with the entrepreneur and studentspreneur. So this is the ecosystem you can form. You can make the entrepreneur to flourish in your own area. You have to find the segment. You have to find the proposition. So this will make a real entrepreneur to flourish in your institution or in your area. So these are the things you need to find here and there. So I think this is the session which I can complete with the positive mind, that each and everyone would have gathered a lot of information within 1 hour. Okay, I have given an input for you, so I need the feedback from you, so that I can make the next or any other session in a provoked manner. Thank you for giving the great opportunity. If you have want further details or further information, you can contact me. So I have given my phone number and also my mail ID. You can contact me. Thank you so much. Lot of feedbacks for coming in the chat, and I'm so proud. And I have to thank everyone who gave this opportunity. Yes, thank you. Any questions you have, you can quote to me. If you have any questions, you can quote. You can also speak to me if you are interested. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone who is giving a lot of positive messages. A lot of things you are giving. Thank you. This makes me proud. Thank you, Jayalakshmi ma'am, Vishnu sir, Balamurugan sir, Dinesh sir, Alfida, and a number of people are sending a lot of feedback. Thank you, Sridhar ma'am, Jayanti ma'am, Ashwin sir, and Devi ma'am. Okay, everyone in that case, you have given a lot of feedback. Thank you, Amin, Jazakallah khair, Amin sir, excellent presentation. Thank you, Zuhaira, she's my alumni. Thank you, ma. Yes, thank you, Tilagavati ma'am, Tilaka ma'am, and a lot of people have given a positive feedback. Yes, sir. Any questions do you have? I am waiting for that. I think I have completed with the time schedule given to me. I have given my mail ID in the last slide, sir. If you want, you can ask Niyaz sir also. Okay, my phone number is there. You can contact me if you need any more presentation or any other sessions for your college or anything else. Because I'm interested, I'm passionate about it to make the studentpreneur come to their life in a shining session, right?
Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes,
My name is Shc-Ipr-Iic.
yes, sir.
I'm from Trivandrum. I'm working in a college.
Okay.
I'm from biotech field.
Yes, sir.
My question is, many of the students for my students are having very much interest in having become an entrepreneur,
Okay.
especially in startups. They're looking for startups.
Okay.
Could you
Okay.
please tell some suggestions for biotech students? How can they establish their interest in startup to become an entrepreneur?
Yes, sir. You have a lot of scope, you know. You have a lot of scope, like you can take, for example, now latestly, I don't know whether you know this or not. Valinar Pattu is famous nowadays. You know, this is the line of biotechnology and fashion technology together. So like that, why can't you think in that way? Or the producing of pharma, like Biocon is the best example, as I told you. Why can't you make an app for that? Why can't you move for an app like Zomato or Swiggy? Why can't you make an app for the like Apollo? You know, they are serving a lot of drugs for the customers, the patients. Okay, why can't you start with that? Okay, Biocon and these type of case studies you can look forward. A lot of case studies in biotechnology or microbiology. You can combine together with the microbiology, biotechnology, fashion technology, and this you need to understand before start become an entrepreneur. You have to find which field you like first. Okay, you might have from a science background, but sometimes you like fashion technology a lot. So from which area you're strong enough, from that you have to extract your own idea. That will be better, and find where is the problem. So if the problem is there, find the possibility from that problem. So that will be the better idea, sir. Hope I answered your question.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, okay. Any other questions? Any other questions?
Dear participant, you have any? Yeah, you can interact with ma'am.
Thank you, thank you. Any other
As
questions?
Dr. Shabir Ahmad from Kerala, Trivandrum, as ma'am suggestion, you can proceed with various entrepreneurship related with biotechnology industry.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Any other questions?
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot for your availability and interacted with various faculty members. It was really eye-opening brainstorming session. From the bottom of the heart, I wholeheartedly thank you, ma'am. It is highly fortunate that we got your appointment and utilize your expertise. It is interacted with you. I feel happy to see. That's why I go one step back, let them to talk each other. I feel happy, and it is like a motivational speech. Various case study you have given. In the other hand, that case study with a different angle. That is the secret we learn from you, that we can place in front of our students. We can reach these things. It is the output of FDP. Student pronouns stuff is very interesting. So as per your view, the student should not be a job seeker. He or she has to be a job creator. With this your lecture, we would like to complete. It is highly challenging today. We can't be able to honor you with presence of all my colleagues. We can't be able to present your side. Yeah. This kind of technical difficulties we face today. Thank you for accepting our invitation. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for your availability. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you, one and all. Thank you, learners, for being with us. Thank you.
Thank you, all of you. Now wind up the session. Tomorrow 6:30 sharp. Thank you, and God bless. Thank you, Daniel sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Niya, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Daniel sir.
Sir, சொல்லுங்க sir.
உங்களுக்கு நான் மெசேஜ் போட்ட வாட்ஸ்அப்ல ஓட்ட நீங்க பேசுறீங்க, நீங்க பார்க்கல, நான் பேசி முடிச்சிட்டேன். டெலிட் பண்ணிட்டேன் உங்களுக்கு வாட்ஸ்அப்ல.
இல்ல சார், நானு டிராவல்லயே கவனிச்சிட்டு இருக்கேன், அதனால நான் உள்ளார பார்க்கல சார். சொல்லுங்க சார்.
வெரி குட் சார். நாளைக்கு நேர்ல பேசுறேன். தேங்க் யூ. தேங்க் யூ.
ஓகே ஓகே சார். தேங்க் யூ சார். தேங்க் யூ so much.
Thank you sir. Thank you.
Sir, is there any feedback?
No, ma'am. End of 5th day only, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.